Canada Business Confidence Survey dropping in 25 minutes. How is this survey going to have an impact on the Canadian dollar? And we have PPI and CPI data coming out for the US. Let's roll the intro. Traders, what's going on, guys? Monday, US session just opened up and markets are pretty flat. Okay, markets are pretty flat. We are going to have a release Canada Business Survey coming out in the next 25 minutes. I'm going to talk about that in just a second, but this is high impact. Okay, if you guys want fundamental data, okay, fundamental analysis, head here, subscribe here, and let's hang out. All right, like the video for your boy. I also very much appreciate it. Okay, so Canada Business Confidence Survey, very important. They survey 100 businesses in Canada. Okay, they talk about growth, they talk about sales, they talk about the overall environment of business for the next quarter, for the next month, you know, year out. It's a lot of data. Okay, but it is very, very much tied to inflation, and is very much tied to exactly how growth is happening in the economy. Are you hiring? Are you firing? It's really, really relevant to what's happening in today's markets. Okay, so that's going to be dropping at 10:30 today, and we're going to see what happens. That's maybe in the next 20 or so minutes. Okay, right now we did have a long idea for the USD CAD. Okay, I thought that we would see a little bit of a sell-off on the CAD, not because of Canada though. Okay, because of a US strength play that we wanted to see play out. Now, US dollar is pulling back a bit. Today we cranked out on the today's markets video at around 8 o'clock. Before we saw this little price move, here's a quick snippet of what I mentioned about the US dollar and what we could see before the CPI data and PPI data comes out on Tuesday. Check out this snippet here. See some strength in the US dollar. That was the trade idea that I had throughout the webinar last night. Hopefully we could see a push up into this area here before that Tuesday, Wednesday data release, and then subsequently after that short the market. Okay, short the market sell side. That's today's market video that we crank out on every day in the community. Okay, what I mentioned was we may see a push to the upside, maybe to the 38.2 or the 50% level of this here fib. Okay, before we saw markets sell off. And so far, we're seeing the up move. All right. So now, does this position us to potentially have a nice pullback entry sell? Okay, on that Euro USD? Potentially. We need the US dollar to have a nice little up move based off of the PPI and based off of the CPI data. That's going to be dropping Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, so let's see what happens. If you guys don't know what CPI or PPI is, then I cranked out on a high impact a while ago talking about it. Okay, very informative. It's going to be in the description below. All right. Outside of that, we do have an RBA business survey. There's a lot of business surveys cranking out. That's going to come out on Tuesday. Okay. That's going to be pretty important as well. Again, when you survey the landscape of, you know, larger companies in an economy, you really can get a general idea as to what they're expecting and what they want to see, especially if it's a broad range of these different type of companies, right? You're not going to go straight to tech companies, survey Google, Apple, Facebook, right? And leave out Coca-Cola or Home Depot. You're going to get a broad range, and that's going to give you, again, an idea as to what's going on, right? It's cool to see earning reports. It's cool to see, you know, different data that is just, you know, paper data, you know, I guess just right on a sheet of paper. But to hear it from the executives themselves gives you a different kind of feel, okay? And it's an honest survey as well, so you can really rely on these things, and they react to markets, okay, quite dramatically. There's gonna be a lot of data coming out this week, okay? There's a lot of information. Make sure you guys are subscribed, but I say that because we're probably gonna be pushing out a few more high impacts later on in the week just to talk about what's happening, okay? Today we're kind of zeroing in on Monday and Tuesday, but tomorrow we'll probably be forecasting and seeing what's happening with Wednesday, with Thursday, right? We also have Draghi speaking as well for the ECB, talking about different economic policies, so it's a pretty packed up week, okay? So make sure you guys are subscribed. If you guys ever have any questions, what's your idea? Okay, give me an idea as to what you guys are looking for from a fundamental perspective. We also want to play the Aussie CHF long. All right, that's something that we talked about yesterday on the Sunday market breakdown. Make sure you guys go check that out. They'll also be in the description below. All right, guys, that's about it. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Let's see what happens here with the business confidence from Canada. All right, that's gonna be cranking out in the next 15 minutes. I'll make sure I post it right here. By the time this comes out, you will definitely see it. PPI comes out tomorrow. Maybe we can push out some content beforehand, but if not, we will be talking about the data release and what ended up happening. That comes out at 8:30, so we'll probably be talking about what happened. And as always, I want to know what your feedback is from what you're looking for from a fundamental perspective. Let's have a conversation. Comment that info below. And as always, your profit, always my motive, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.